Hello, good afternoon. Hello, hello, hello. We are here again for another plane shift stream. I think everything is ready. Let me see. Yes. It seems everything is ready, including my face. Hello, Ariter. Hi. Hello. So, yesterday we worked a bit more on maps. I started on this tangent of maps, but I think it's a good one. It's one of the things that is not super needed, but I think that it adds to the overall experience and will make the people a bit less lost, right, in the game. I think one of the things that people are saying often is that our game is a bit too dispersed, and they don't really know what to do next, right? Which in theory is okay, because being a simulation, being a role-playing game, simulation of a life of someone in a fantasy world, I mean, it's not that things are scripted in your life, right? So you can do whatever you want. You can sit in the tavern all day, or you can go and explore. So, but at the same time, I think that people feel that they are a bit lost on where are things, the fact that we don't have a mini map and all those things, And so for that reason, I'm working on a bit like the compass idea, right? I'm working on a bit of a middle ground. So something that can give information based on what your character may remember, or based on what maps you can buy, right, from NPC and such, and having a kind of an unrealistic real-time mini map that is like a GPS from the top, which to me makes no sense in a fantasy game. Makes no sense. So yeah, and I have your bug here at the 7281. Okay, I will look at it. This group thing, I think is important. Yes, I will look at it. Not today probably, but maybe tonight off stream I will look at it, or tomorrow. I want to finish, well, not finish, but I want to make this map thing kind of stable and at least have the framework in place. So at the moment we have the ability to have a map, to have kind of a main map, and this is obviously a placeholder, but to have a kind of a main map in the compendium, right? The compendium is collecting pretty much all your knowledge, right? It's collecting all your knowledge about creatures, about locations, about factions, and other things like that. So so yesterday we were working on this view, and in particular I was thinking how to have the list on the left kind of manageable, right? And I don't know yet exactly, but I started to create this morning a WD map item, which is nothing else than just one entry that we can put on the left of this. Yeah, so in this left list. And I was starting to create a kind of a setup function. I was thinking what I need to put into the setup. Basically, in the setup we need a description, which is the name, and we need a reference to the map that needs to be loaded, right? So these are the two things that we need. So I think I can do it right now. So will be a title or a name or a map name or whatever. map name, and this will be just a string. And then we will have a reference to... Now the problem is, I don't know if I want to have a reference to an asset, or I want to have... because basically in the database, I don't know if I want to have it in the database or not, but I basically need a reference that this map corresponds to a specific picture that we have in the client, right? So, or we go by... I think we should go by item type. And if the item type is 0, we know there is a main map. And if the item type is 1, we know there is a sub map. Sorry, 2. 2 is a sub map. So I think we can do it this way. So we need the type, right? We need the type coming from the database. And then we need the ID. I think the ID... I think the ID is this ID. Yeah. So we basically need a okay, so we basically need a location. Yes, I think probably is a better idea. Wait a second. If I just initialize it as a location, because we actually have a structure already that is called codex location, right? And probably you can just use that. And codex location breaks into ID, name, item type, map ID. So yeah, we can just pass this one. I think it's good enough. I think it's good enough. And we need to be able to save this. So we need to promote it to a variable and set it as soon as we finish the setup. And then I think we will break this and we will start to set the different so this will become a variable and will be txt map name, and so we can set text equal to the, I think it will be equal to the codex name, because the codex name is the one that is coming from here. Now there is a bit of a mistake here, because I think I need to call these tokens the same way I call them. Here, otherwise otherwise I think they will not be visible. So yeah, we need these names. We need these names to go in our codex locations, I think. This one will never change. This one will never change in very long time. Unless the team becomes, 50 people tomorrow. I think all these areas are more than enough for us to develop content for the next few years. So is Okay, so we'll name them this way, and these names have already the proper IDs. Ah, come on, when he does this, it's so annoying. Yeah, I have to redo it. I have to redo it because the database was not refreshed, and sometimes this tool is annoying, and that's okay. I can redo it. I guess the biggest news for you on this list is that I have Araloth in this list, right? Which is the Dwarven city, which one day we will have. Okay, now it should allow me to do it. Yes, okay. I need to copy this though into our update schema, because I want this to be available. Okay, so here we will have the right names. So it means that in this codex name now, we should get the right name, right? And so we can show the name into the UI. This will be the setup of the single entry. Now, I need to be sure that I have... I need to be sure that here I always have the main map, right? And I would say only the main map. Only the main map. So this entry will never go away. Yes, this entry will never go away. And it's the one that allows you to return to the main map. Now, what I'm thinking is that I don't know if I want to add it dynamically or I really want to have it there all the time. I think it's about the same. The only point is that this map item should be yeah, I don't know if I can set it up with, because the main map actually does not exist in this list. These are already sub-map, I mean pieces of the main map. Yeah, so I think the first one I will force it. I think the first one I will force it. I think I will force it in the initialization of, in the begin play of this. Add main map entry. So this one will add a main map entry. So it will create a widget, and this widget will be of type WD map item. And with this guy, I think I will only get I will only set up the, no, because I also need to get wait. I think we need kind of a special setup for yeah, the main map. So we can say setup main map, something like that. A setup main map will we'll have a boolean that by default is false, and we will set it as true, and basically everything else is ignored. The only thing that we do, we set the text to say main map, and so now I can here create this and call setup main map. So this one will become the main map, and then I will take this one. I will say add child, and I will add this one as a child, right? So okay, so we have this simple main map set up. Okay, now the problem is no, I think this is okay. So I need to call this add main map entry in the begin play. I guess I have a begin play. Well, we have a construct. I can also do in construct is always annoying. I think I will do on initialize, just to be sure that we are doing it once, because believe it or not, but the construct can be called multiple times. Okay, so this will add one element, and that element will be the main map, and it will be flagged as main map so that we can then, when we click on it, be. Now the only problem is that this one is already inside. Yeah, I need to bind to the click. I need to bind to the click, and this bind will have to go to a specific function that will do the job when we click on the map, and I think will be the same. Okay, so so there's a click on map event, right? There's a click on map, and I don't know yet exactly what it will do, but for now it's fine. We need, so when we are receiving the compendium locations, right? We are receiving the compendium locations at startup, and then every time we discover a new map. So okay, so now this is good, but it's not enough, huh? Because this is only enabling the token on the main map, but we need to do the same. We need to do the same here. So we need to create a new widget. I think I will remove this printout for now. I mean, we have seen that it works, so we don't need it. So we create a new widget for the token map, and we add it as a child. Now the order, I don't think we care about the order in which they are listed, right? Well, maybe in alphabetical order would be nice, but if you want an alphabetical order, I will have to sort it. Okay, alphabetical order, maybe we'll do it another day, but I think it would be nice if they are alphabetically ordered by subgroup, but it's okay. So we add the child map. Now we need to set it up though, eh? We need to set it up. You know that this setup is always a bad idea to call it setup. Because if you call it just setup, then when you search this function, you will find a million others, right? And I think I've been doing this a lot, but it's a bad idea. It should be called like setup map item, so that if you search it, you find it. Otherwise, you find all the other. Now this location info is this location info, right? And so this location info goes here. Exactly. Exactly. So now what? Now okay. Okay. By the way, I want to really thank the last 2 Patreons that joined the last few days. Thank you. Mirken and Ibrahim. Hey, welcome. So this now this will do the job, I guess. So if we have a map, we can test it. Okay, we can test it quickly. I think this should work already. At the moment I have all the maps except 2. So we should get the main map entry, and we should get 9 sub maps, right, in the list. The order, yes, the problem is that I didn't specify. Okay, yeah, there is something that we need to do in addition, which is that when we do the setup, yes, if is not the main map, I think I would like to change the padding of this to be indented by, I don't know by how much, but at least the text. The button is not a problem, but the text should have a padding of 10 or something, right? So how do I do that? I basically need to get the padding of this thing. I think I need to get it as a canvas slot. No. How do I get the padding? The padding is under what? Is under slot. Yes, slot overlay slot. So I need to get this as a slot. There is a get slot, but is this one? No, but padding is not there. I need to change this padding. I think I need to cast it to... No, but I don't understand why. Why? I can maybe cast it to overslay slot. Can I cast this to overslay slot? I think I can. So if I cast this to overslay slot, then do you think I have the padding available now? Yes, I do. Okay, so maybe this way it will work. Okay, the only thing I want to do, I want to have a 10 padding on the left. I don't know if this will work, but maybe. Okay, so in theory, I already received the 9 submaps, okay? Yes, in fact, you see that they are all here. Okay, perfect. They are just not indented, but they are all here. They are kind of in a random... Well, no, they're not really random because... Well, yeah, I think they are a bit in a random order, actually. I mean, the bronze door is number 1. This is probably number 2. But this is not number 3, I guess. It is? Yeah, maybe it is. 5. Yeah, probably they are in... they are in... Yeah. I think they are in the right sequence. I mean, they are in the sequence that we designed it here. Now, this is the right sequence, I don't know, but they follow kind of the same... So now the idea would be that... the idea would be... I'm missing 2 pieces of the map. I'm missing this one and this one. Right? Okay, so this thing kind of works. Okay, so which is good. So we need a... So we need this piece to be working as well. We can test it at the next round. Uh-oh. Okay, so it's not possible to do that. Okay, now it's better probably. So we'll see if this works. Hello Hula, good afternoon. We are still working on the maps, trying to improve a bit the system and make it work also for the sub map. Now, when we click... so we need... Okay, so we do this. Then we need to bind. We need to bind the dispatcher of the click to the same event, right? To the same event. Now, I don't know if this event should go here or where it should go, but... Okay, something like this. I don't know, looks weird, but it's okay. So here is when we click on one of the maps. Right? Here is where we click on one of the maps. So if we click on the main map, we should just go back to the main map. If we click on any sub map, yes, I also need to know if the selected map is yeah, but I have it because here I know if I have a map ID. So if map ID is different than -1, then it is a third level map, right? So actually it's a bit more complex then, because it means that I need it means that my setup is not enough, because this setup will work for the second level but will not work for the third level. This will not work for the third level. No, it will not. I'm thinking. So if this is different than -1, no, wait a second. This cast over slay slot, we can do it before, otherwise we have to do it twice. Okay. So for example, 20. The problem is the order, right? Because we want to see the sub map corresponding to the proper map, right? And unfortunately, that is not the case. Like, this is a problem though. This is a problem. It is a problem because here I'm inside the actual WD map item, right? And I can configure myself as a third level or as a second level map, right? That I can do. But apart from this, I cannot decide my position, right? Wait. I cannot really decide my position. My position is decided by the calling function, which is inside here, and that is doing the actual is doing the actual setup, right? Is doing this thing. So So basically, the problem is in this function, because this function at the moment is just adding a child to this, but it's not really correct. You need to position the submap into the proper place. So if it's a submap, we don't care, but if it's a submap, then we care about the position, right? So so I think we need a new function. Basically, we need a new function that is called something like position map on correct father, right? Position map on correct father. It's a bit of a long name, but I think is describing well what is it. So here we get the location info. What? No, come on. No, I want it as a WD map item, obviously. Huh. 100%. Okay. So as a WD map item, I want to get my location info and I want to break it the same way we did before, and I want to check if map ID is different than -1. Exactly the same, right? Because there is the one that is telling us if we are a submap or not. I mean a submap, right? So based on this check, so if it's false, easy. We are just a second level map. And so we just attach it to the main map without any problems. So this is the easy one. The problem is if it's a third level map, right? If it's a third level map, then we need to scan all the child that we currently... fuck, he may have been... We may get it after. If we get it after, it's GG. No, we cannot get it after. If we get it after, it's GG. I mean, if we get the second level before... sorry, if we get the second level after the third, then it's GG. So I have to assume that the second level map's already been sent to me. The only problem could be if while I'm in game, I am acquiring a new map. Yeah, that is a good question though. That is a good question. Let me think about it 1 second, okay? So let's say that we have main map, and then we have idla map, and then we have inside we have idla whatever central and gyos, okay, which are two sub maps of the idla map, okay? So that is how it is. Let's say that my player didn't find yet the idla token for whatever reason. It didn't, and he only has the one of these two child, right? So for example, he has Jayo's map. So if that's the case, what do we do? We don't even display it. Or we display it without a father, but then it's a bit of a mess, huh? We display it without a father. So imagine that I only have JOs. But basically I don't know where is located in the main map. Because I don't have the token Hydla of the main map. Yeah, I think we can display it anyway without any father. So if yeah, I think so. Because anyway you have the map. So you should be able to look at it. Okay. I think is a good decision. So so we display it anyway. Just without a proper father. So so if it's a third level map, so I still need to scan I still need to scan all the children, right? I need to scan all the children to understand if one of the children is my father. I am your father. So we need to understand that. Okay, so we scan all the maps to understand if one of them is my father. Okay. And how the hell do we do this? First we cast to map widget something. Then we get local info. And then we break local info. And we check if the ID is equal to this. Right? So if is equal to this, if it's equal to this, then it means that this is our father. This is our father. So I think in this case we can and anyway there can only be one, right? So I mean, assuming that it's not -1, yes, it cannot be -1. So if it's not -1, we scan all the elements, we search our father, and as soon as we find our father, we by the way, this can be a for each loop with break, right? This can be a for each loop with break if we really want to do it clean. If we really want to do it clean. So if we find our father, we need a local variable though, because I need to know if I found my father or not. Father found should always be set to false at the beginning. And then here we set father found to true, right? So in this case we add we add this one to this one, which is our father, right? No. Fuck, wait a second. No. Sorry, I did a mistake. It's not that we need to make it a child of that. We need to insert in the right position. Can I change the position of an element? Because I need to change the position of that element to be... I hope it's possible, because if it's not possible, we have a problem. There is an insert. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. It's not possible? No! What do you mean? I need a add child at. It doesn't exist, boys. There is only remove child at. No. No, it's not possible. I mean, it's not possible. Come on. There must be a way. ...2019, still no solution. Yeah, I know. Yeah, at the end we will do this. At the end we will do this. So basically with this guy saying, if you need to reorganize, then... yeah, but this is so bad. Do I have a better way to do this? Wait, let me think if I have a better way, because this is like this is not gonna work. Like this is not gonna work. Like this is not gonna work. Let me see if I have them as real child. WD, but I don't think I can have one child. No. I cannot have this widget as a child of the other widget. It doesn't allow it. There is a problem. I mean, we can solve it. We can solve it by creating a rearrange function so that every time that we receive a new map, we just rearrange the whole array. I mean, we can do it. It's just a bit messy. Just a bit messy from the code point of view, because I will have to No, it's not too complex. It's not too complex. Ah, my webcam decided to GG. I have a stupid face at the moment. My webcam is stuck. So if my webcam is stuck, I think it happens when it's too hot. And so it's keeping the last. I think the only way is to close the. Is to close animes and start it again. I like that smirk though, that smile, that it's like it's like we can do this, we can. We can do this. Look at this. Ah, I can say hello. Look, I can also do this, but you will never see me because it's below the panel that I usually clip, which is this. Sleepy tiger. Easy, sleepy tiger. Okay, so the idea is the following, boys. I think I have the solution in mind. The solution in mind is that whenever we receive a new map, we scan the array, we find the father, and if we find the father, we split the array into two. We delete all the elements that are after that element, after the father, and we store them in a separate array. And then we insert and we put back all the other elements, right? I think it's the easiest. I mean, it's the easiest. It's the only possible, more than easiest. So instead of doing this, I think we will have father found. I think will become an integer then, because this will be the father position, right? This will be the father position. So the array index will be the father that I found. I cannot do add child. Father found need to start at -1, and as soon as we find the father, we can break. I am your father. And if we don't find the father, I think that we don't care about doing anything. Right? Yes, correct. So, okay. So we break the loop. Now, when we finish the loop, we know if our father was found or not, right? So we get the father, we compare it to -1, and if it's -1, so this will basically work for every case, huh? Yes, I think so. So we compare it to -1. If is -1, then super easy. We didn't find the father, and so we can just connect where the hell is here. We can just connect this to the top. So basically there will be this situation, right, where a third level map gets connected to the main map, but we don't care. I think we don't care. If we found the father, and here is the problem, right? If we found the father, then we need a for loop, right? We need a for loop that starts at the father found index and finishes at get all children length -1, because we are 0 based, and is basically deleting from what? What? Oh wait, let me do this, which is a big cleanup. And it's basically removing this index. Okay, so we are deleting. Yes, but before deleting them, I don't know exactly what happens if I put them in an array. Do you think it will work? I have no idea. I don't know if when I remove them, they will be completely destroyed. That's very possible. Yeah, that's very possible. Okay, so I think if I remove, that object is destroyed. Can I add the same element twice? Because then I can add my child. If I can add the same element, wait, I need to test it in another project, or it's too complex. I mean, it would take too much time to test it in my game. Let me test this in another project, whatever. Why it needs to be built? I think it will fail. But let's see. Today is hot again, huh? Holy moly, today is hot again. Come on, I just need a test. What you are compiling? Come on. Okay, start. 426 too. It's not running with the right release. Okay, it's the same. It's the same. For this particular topic, it doesn't make any difference. What was this? Ah, was the... I think it was the damage. It was the damage from jumping. Yes. It was the damage from jumping. Who are these guys? Look at this guy. Beautiful. And this guy. Fantastic. Wow. We have some weird keys like this one. This one. So R and T are busy. So let's use something else. The G, for example. R and T are busy. Yeah, let's use also C and S. So maybe let me create a new graph. So a new graph, we will call it panel with child. Panel with children. Okay, so we will say when we press the G key, right? When we press the G key, we create a new widget. Now we're going to create a widget. The widget will be simple container. Okay, simple container will just be containing a scroll box, nothing else. And then we need WD item, WD list item, or whatever. WD list item. So for now we just do a text, something like this. Maybe can have the font slightly smaller. No? Okay. And okay, so I need to understand if I can I need a setup, yes. I need a name. I need this text to be a variable. And we need this and this, right? Okay. So now I need to, okay, so now in the begin play of this guy on the constructor, in the construct of this guy, simple container, add to viewport. Okay. Now in the construct of this guy, no, not in the pre-construct, we create widget list item, whatever, right? And we set up with the name 1. Okay, now we take our scroll box and we add child. I'm testing in a separate project the logic to understand if I can do it. So I want to see if I can add this item twice, for example, right? That is something that I want to understand. Is it possible? Fuck, it's not possible. It's not possible. It's not possible. It's very annoying. It's very annoying. Oh my god. It's not possible. That's very annoying. Yeah, it's not very visible because I didn't put a background, but anyways, there. So it's not possible. So I cannot put the same thing twice. You see that when I play it and I press G. What? No. When I press G, I only see one. So I only see one element. So okay, it's not possible. It is not possible to put the same item twice. Now, I think if I let me try the other technique. The other technique would be to create setup add. Create setup add, yes. Create setup add. Create setup add. So for example, we add 3 elements, right? And 1, 2, and 3. But then we want to delete the number 2 and we want to keep it in memory. So I want to do something like get child at 1, and I will put it into an array. No, even in a variable. We call it saved element. But I don't think this will work. So basically I'm saving this element in this variable, but now I'm going to remove child at 2. No, sorry, at 1, which is the second element, right? I'm going to remove it, and then I want to add it back. I want to add this saved element. So basically that my number 2 becomes number 3. So it will be 1, 3, 2. Instead of 1, 2, 3, it will be 1, 3, 2. It actually works. Okay. Well, that's good though. I mean, if this if the item is not getting destroyed because it's still part of an array, that is very nice. So this means that we can, okay. Well, if this works, then we are good. If this works, we are fine, because it means that we can okay. Okay, so back to our project. Here we are back in our project. What we want to do, we want to save into a temporary array. So I need a new variable that I will call it temp array items, and these temp array items will be made of WD map items and will be an array, and the WD map items obviously need to be cleaned up at the beginning, right? So we need to clear all the items at the beginning. And so we're gonna add what? We're gonna add the one that we want to delete, right? So we're going to add get child at what? Because it's a widget object. Yeah, we can have it as a widget object. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. Yeah, it's okay. We can have it as a widget, because we don't need to read anything. So we get the index starting from the father. No, wait. We need to start. We need to start from after the father. Eh? We need to start one element after the father, assuming that is not the last element, because if it's the last element, it will give an error. Eh? Bro, this thing is a mess. Can we get a bit more space so it doesn't look completely crazy? So yeah, I mean, if the father is the last element, then we can just add without doing any mess, you know? Yeah, maybe we can check that. We can check that father plus 1 is equal to... We can check that father plus 1 is equal to length. And this is basically... if it's the last element. So if it's the last element, we just do this. We just add it at the bottom. If it's not the last element, right? If it's not the last element, here is where things get a bit crazy. Because if he's not, this graph is really a mess. So if it's not the last element, then we need to scan between father +1 and length -1, right? Which can also be one element only, it's okay, but it must be at least one element. And we get the child at that particular element, and we save it in our temp array, and then we remove it. Ah, fuck, there is another problem. There's another problem that I cannot really remove. No, but wait a second. Let's do it in a simpler way. Wait a second, wait a second, wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. I have a better idea. I have a better idea. If it's not the last element, look at this, look at this. We add it as a child anyway, as the last element. Right? We add it at the end, so basically we add it here at the bottom, right? We add it at the bottom of the list. And then after that, after having added it as a child, we do what? We add back. Ah, fuck, because we cannot add it twice. We cannot add it twice, so now it's not working. Ah, okay. No, because my idea was to add the elements again and then remove them again, but no, it's not working because you cannot add an element twice. You cannot add an element twice, so I need to remove them and put them into my array. Okay, so I need to do it reverse, starting from the last element. Right? Is the only way, yeah? So I need to start from the last. I need to start from the last and go backward. So now I can remove without damages. So I can remove without damages. Wait, wait. So this will be the last element of the thingy. Yes. So we remove, for example, from position 5. Okay, so this position 5, we put it in our array. The problem is that we have them in reverse order. But it's okay, even if we have them in reverse order, it's fine. We will then read this array in reverse order as well. So we add it to the temp array, we remove it, and now it is okay. We continue to loop, we add, remove, add, remove, add, remove, add, remove, and so when we are completed, we basically deleted all the child that have after the father where we need to insert. Okay, so when we are completed, we insert our new child. And then after this, I need to do another for loop. This time, I need to do an inverse for loop on on this array though, huh? So I will have my temp array. I need to start from the last. So I need the length -1 because we are 0 based. So I start from the length -1 and sorry, length -1 is the end of the array, right? Yes, which is the first time. Okay, so I start from the end and I go until 0, right, which is the first element. And what I want to do, I want to add to source available map, I want to add a new child. That is my temp array. That is my temp array what? My temp array get, right, of this index, right? Oh my god. In theory, it should be fine. Now, if it works, I don't know. Not in theory. In theory. So that is basically scan all elements from after father found, and delete them all. Scan all elements after the father found and delete them all. And then when completed, basically here insert our new element, and basically this is add back all the elements that we deleted. Add back all elements we deleted after found father, right? I don't know if this thing is gonna work, but the problem is how the hell to test this. How the hell? I mean, how the hell we can test all these possible cases? Well, hello Shin Dozzo. Where are you from? France or Germany? I am from Italy. Italy, mamma mia! From Italy. Italy. The typical Italian would say Italy. No, in reality, no, we don't speak like that. It's just a stereotype. But we don't say it's a me, Mario. No, we don't say that. We say it's a me, Luigi. Okay, so how the hell do we test this? Okay, first we need to call this function though, Position map on correct father. Position map on correct father. Okay, this function is actually called and is getting the new content. Yeah, I think this call is fine. This call is fine. So, okay, so the easiest way for me... No, but it's fairly easy to test, because the easiest way for me would be to do this. These are all the basic maps. And then I have these maps, okay? So for example, Idla East, right? We can say that Idla East is a sub-map, for example, of Idla, which is number 10, right? Now, the problem is... Okay, let's try to put it as number 10. Then we have this other map. For example, this one, Ojaveda, right? Ojaveda. Can we have Gug? Yeah, Gug is better because it's in the middle. You see, Gug is in the middle. Okay. So this will be like Gugrantid City. And Gugrantid City is a child of number 6. Okay. And Idla East is a child. So if I have Gugrantid City, which is number 80, and I say that my character, that is 147, as a new map item, which is 80, right? And I save it. Now if I start, let's see. And what about the accent? Are Italian from the south speak the same in the north? Now we have different dialects. We have very different dialects, and the accent is for sure different, but the language is different. I mean, if you speak Italian, no, but if you speak the Italian dialect of the region, the dialect is super different. So I may not understand what the guy is saying 100%. I may get maybe, I don't know, 50%, but it may be very hard to understand the dialect because the words are completely different. I don't know why we are born below ground all the time, but it's okay. So in theory, all the stuff already happened. You see, it didn't happen. What the fuck? There is definitely an error. Because you see, Gugranti City should have been below Gugranted, right? I don't know what happened here. What is this text block? That text block looks like is something that is not being initialized? Attempted to access index -1 from array temporary items. Yeah, we have a problem there. So we are accessing. Okay, so it's not working at all. Well, at all I don't know, but it's not working. So basically saying that it's very strange that there is an empty element though. Ah, it's this guy that I added. Wait, because I added this item just as a test. I added this item as a test, which is a bad idea. We don't need this item as a test. We don't need it. Okay, so that text block probably was wrong due to... I also have to remember that I have my main map. Okay. If map ID is different than -1, I think we need to print out a million things and understand if the logic is actually working. Adding level 2 map. So adding level 2 map, this. I think this one is working. I think the problem is probably here. Found father, and then we put a number here. And then we say name. Do we want to have the name of the father or we want to have the name of the item? I don't know. I can get the name of the father maybe. The name of the father. This will be the name of the father. Okay, so we print that. So we see, now we see if we find the father properly, but I think we should, but anyway. If not, the father will be -1, so we need, so if the father is -1, this will be just a very simple, you know, no father, add at the end, right? So if there is no father, we just add at the end. And we want to print, the name. The name. Okay, so we know when we are adding at the end. Now, if is not the last element, then we scan. I think we can. Yeah, I need a print here as well, otherwise I will never know what is going on. So we can do this, boys. It's a bit complex, but I think we can. Removed item. Oh fuck, we don't have this. Wait, I need to do it before or it will be invalid. Yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess. But it's okay. Yeah, all this mess is only to print out the thingy. So here we print out that we are removing stuff. And here we are adding our new element. And then we say, I mean, I hope that this for loop can go backward, right? If this for loop cannot go backward, we're GG. I hope it does. If it cannot go backward, we have a problem. Probably that's the mistake. That this thing cannot go backward. But anyway, if it cannot go backward, I don't know, we do it manually. So we take the length -1, and this will be the first index. And so here we say added item something, added item, added item. Fuck, I need to cast it again. I need to cast it again just to get the name. Okay. Okay, let me try like this. Now we have a lot more information of what is going on. And also we removed the empty element. So what we want to see that the GUG map gets added as a sub-child. I mean, as a level 3 child. Now, the only problem... Why we didn't... There is something strange, because the GUG map, even if you add a map ID different than -1, didn't set up properly, right? Didn't set up the... Didn't set up the left margin as 20 instead of 10. That is kind of strange. Third level. Let me do this 1 second as well, because I want to understand why. Because it seems that also this is not working, huh? The second, third level distinction is not working as well. Okay. I'm French, it is the same. You also have very strong dialects? Yeah, there are. In Italy, there are a lot. So, you see, we got GUG in the wrong place. Now, we need to understand... And also, okay. We got GUG in the wrong place. Fuck it. Client. Third. No, third no. Element. No, how did we call our stuff? Father? Yes, if I search father, maybe. father. Okay. Found father 0. Okay, this is the first problem. Found father 0. What the fuck? Name nothing. What? No father. Add at the end bronze doors. Yeah, bro, but bronze door. Wait a second. Bronze doors, right? Bronze doors. Bronze doors is an element. Is an element 0, so we should not even think about. One second, Bronze doors, right? Is an item type 0. So if the item type is 0, we should not even think about the main map ID. So okay, so this is probably something I need to add to the check, because at the moment it seems he's thinking about it, but it's a bad idea. You should not. You should not. So when we do the setup, whatever, when we do this position map on correct father, right? The first thing that we need to check, if this is not a level 0, if it's a level 0, we don't care at all. So if the item type, right? If the item type is equal to 0, then we don't even start this discussion. We just add it at the end and GG. So this is a second level map. No, but this check is wrong. Wait a second. Yeah, this check is this check is shit. We need to check if he's not a second level, because if it's second level, okay, that is better. It is better, boys. This is better. So at least those ones will be correct. Yeah, now we fix it one step at a time, okay? Basque, Alsatian, Breton, Occitan, Patois, Sud Patois, North Flamand. I'm sure I forgot some. Nice. And they are very different. I mean, are different words, or is just the accent that is different? Because in our case, it's really the words that are different. Oh my god, the compendium, I decided to do these maps. Okay. Okay, still in the wrong position, but we are not checking that at the moment. We are checking the... we are checking second level. Second level. Oh my god, how did I call it? Please. I called it what? I called it adding level 2. Okay. Adding level. Okay, nice. So you see, adding level 2. What do you mean by third level? Ah, because I do the same mistake. I do the same mistake. Okay, wait. Yeah, the check for second or third level must be done on the item type. Must be done on the item type. Yeah, I think so. I think so. If the item type is 0, we are automatically at the second level. If item type is not 0, I don't know if here I should check that an item type that is not 0 actually has a child, but okay, let's run it again like this. Sorry, I got distracted by some messages. Okay, let's run it like this. So now we should be identifying properly the second and third level based on the item type and not based on the father. But then I would like to understand why. Okay, we will see. We will see. Just a second. Okay. That is strange. Gugronted City. Wait, why Gugronted City is seen as a level 2? It should be seen as a level 3, not as a level 2. Gugronted City. Ah, because it's not a map. Okay. Because it's not a map. Well, but anyway. Yeah, because 1 in theory is a location. In theory, this guy should be 2 if he's a map. Right? But I don't think we make a distinction between 1 and 2, no? Yeah, his thinking is a level 2 map. How is it possible? His thinking is a level 2 map. His thinking is a level 2 map. How? Because we see second level, huh? We see second level Gugronted City. But it's impossible. No, I don't understand. I don't understand how this value can be 0, or we didn't set it properly. Wait, maybe we didn't set it properly? Item type. Maybe we are not... strange though. It seems that we are not sending this value properly from the server side. Seems that the server is not getting... It seems that like this conversion is not setting item type equal to element item type, but that's very strange. I think there is a mistake somewhere then, because that value seems to be 0 and should not be 0. Is missing. Is missing. Is missing. By the way, why I'm doing it like this and not doing it with a new conversion that I have, I don't know. Because this is doing what we need. Okay, I think there was a mistake. So the item was sent as win speech bubble. What do you mean? Didn't change it. Sometimes the editor is telling you that you changed stuff that you didn't change. I don't know why. Okay, let's recompile because there was a mistake. For sure, the Alsatian looks like German. Breton, Basque have nothing to do with French at all. Are in place long before the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire is. Roman Empire was the beginning of everything, huh? The beginning of the end. bringing pizza across all Europe. Did I get the same email saying, hey, you are streaming? Yeah, as usual. Every time I stream, I receive an email saying that I'm streaming. Very useful. Okay, let's see if now we get the item type right. If we get the item type right, now the Gugronted map should be indented by 1 and hopefully we'll also be in the right position. That I cannot guarantee, but we will see. We will see how it is going. Okay. Underground for whatever reason. Holy shit, it's missing completely. It's missing completely now. Okay. 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 Let's try to understand why. So, adding level map to bronze doors. Bronze doors, blah, 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 blah. So it seems that the server is not even sending us. The granted map anymore. Is it because I changed the item from 1 to 2? Yeah, that's probably the case. That is probably the case. Send locations, codex locations. Wait a second. I remember, wait, I think I'm filtering only on the ones at the moment, if I remember right. I'm filtering. Come on. Okay, we don't need that anymore. But I think that I'm filtering on the 0 probably. Yes, open. This is why we were seeing them all, but I think... yes. Yeah, we are filtering on 0 only at the moment. In theory, we can take this route if it's a 0 or if it's a 2. Enable. No. My webcam GG again, eh? Yes, my webcam. I don't know what is going on with this webcam today, but it's not working anymore. It's not working anymore. Today is in trouble. Set up map item, set up main map. Set up map item can do this. Yeah, yes, this one is okay. This one is okay, this one is okay, this one is okay. So I think that 2, the only difference is that 2 should skip this step. But the rest is okay. Okay. Yeah, I have to restart animates. Animates! It's my webcam that is going a bit crazy sometimes. He didn't do it in a long time, but there was a time in the past that he was always doing that. Always, continuously. Like, ding, 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 ding. Connecting, disconnecting, connecting, disconnecting, connecting, disconnecting. I don't know why. Okay. Good calibration. Ah. Yeah, looks like. It's calibrated on my face. Calibrated on my face, boys. Oh, well. Not really, but close. So at least we got the indent properly. But see, and so we got, okay. So we're making progress, but it's not working yet. So, third level, Gugronted City. Okay, at least he understood it is a third level. But he found the father. Okay, it's correct. Found father 5, name Gugronted. So he understood that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yes, he understood that he needs to put this below this one. Okay. So actually, until found father is all correct. Unfortunately, after this, so found father is here, eh? So this one is perfect. So the mess is the mess is where the mess is. So in this part. The mess is in this part, okay? So this guy is saying, hey, did we find the father? Yes or no? Yes, we found the father, right? So he goes here and then he's saying, hey, is this father plus 1 equal to the length? No. And so it's not the last element. So he goes into this. And now, that is where I don't understand. And here is... We don't even see this. We don't even see remove item. Okay, let me do the test in the other project. I want to understand if for loop is able to go backward. Because I think it's not able to go backward. That's the problem. So if the for loop doesn't go backward, it will never work. Even if we get a message that says attempted to access index -1 in array temp items. Index -1. So it seems that... Yeah, because he didn't add anything. Yes, exactly. Because he didn't add anything. Why didn't add anything? Okay, let me do the test in the other project. 1 second. I just want to understand if for loop is able to go backward. Because if he's not able to go backward, we have a problem. As I was saying before. We need to navigate. We need to navigate backward. Ah, time flies. It's already 6:40. Fuck, I want to go forward with this thing. We are going forward, but we're going a bit slow, I have to say, at the moment. Because I mean, the reason we are going slow is mostly because there is no easy way to insert an item into a panel array at a specific position. Which is a bit weird, but that's what it is. So so let me try to do this, okay? Let me try to for loop when we press G, let me try to for loop between 5 and 0, right? And I want to print the index. Okay, so we should say 5 4 3 2 1 0. We see nothing. Okay, so loop is not able to go backward. So annoying. Yeah. For loop cannot go backward. Okay. I need a for loop backward. So annoying. Why not? Why not? For loop backward. Reverse for loop. Reverse. You must use a reverse. Ah, there is a reverse. Reverse. No, there is reverse for each loop instance. Is a macro. This thing? Reverse for each loop, huh? What?
So I'm using entities and it's taking in a box overlay.
Reverse for each loop. Yeah, seems that they are using reverse for each loop. What is this reverse for each loop? Holy fuck. I was thinking if we can do it in another way, maybe, because basically this loop is not working, this loop is not working. If I go forward, okay, instead of going backward, and I remove the element array, can I index -1 or not? Because I think here someone was saying well, you can just go forward and delete what? Yeah, okay. People say use the reverse for loop. Okay. We will use reverse. I don't know, it's a macro. I didn't want to use a macro that maybe is lower, I don't know, but it's fine. Okay, let's go with this shit. Let's go with this. Not super happy about it, but fine. And by the way, we cannot, because the reverse for each loop is taking a full array, while I don't want a full array, I want only my elements. Oh my god. Come on. We are. Should we do it in C++? I think it would be much easier. I think it would be much easier. So we cannot reverse loop with the numbers we want. Well, in theory I could scan the full array, and then if we are below the number I do nothing. What if I take the element what if so I need to go between 10 and 5, right? Between 10 and 5, let's say between 9 and 5. I have to go between 9 and 5. I can go between 5 and 9. No, I mean I can go between 1 and 4 and just add 5, right? Because I know the... I can go between... So for example, this is 6 and this is 10, okay? This is 6 and this is 10. So why I just don't loop from this number minus this number? Right? If I do this number minus this number, right? There is the number of elements to scan, right? Number of elements to scan. Correct? So now if I have this number, I can just go from 0 to this. Well, it is starting from 0, fuck it. But anyway. I can go from 1. I can go from 1 to the numbers of element to scan, right? And then I can take my last element, which is this. So in the loop body, instead of taking this number, I take this and I say minus my index, right? So if I'm at 9, the first one will be... I know I need to start from 0 though. I need to start from 0 because I need the first element. So but I could do this, you know, and then I have my child at whatever, right? I'm scanning them backwards. If I just take the total and remove an index without using the reverse for loop. The only problem is that I need to be sure that here I'm using I need to be 0 based. So I cannot just do this minus this. Because this minus this, if I have to go between 6 and 9, is 4 numbers and not 3, right? Because it's 6, 7, 8, and 9, so it's 4 positions that I need to scan. So if I do one minus the other, yes, I get 3. And so I can start 0 based. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. So I think it should be okay. So I start 0 based and I do one minus the other. And then I do the total, which is the length minus 1. And I subtract this value and I get my index. So this way I will remove the items from the back up to father plus 1. Okay, nice. So I think this will work now. Well, wait. This index is also this index, huh? Because we don't use anymore this index, we use this minus, okay? So we remove the child there and we add it there. Okay. Now here we insert our new element. And here here maybe we can use the reverse loop, because here we really need to do it for the full array, so I think it's fine. So we take the full array, we reverse loop, and so it's something like this. Okay, let me try. Because that one is a full array, so I think it should be fine. It seems something simple, but it's not that simple because we have all these objects. We are basically only trying to insert within a widget scroll box, right? This is what we are trying to do. But seems that there is no, unless there is a function on the scroll box itself, but no, because there is no insert child at, right? There is no insert. There is only add a child at the back. It didn't work. He added it at the bottom. At least he added it though, but let me see why. Okay, found father 5, name Gug, yes. And then it does nothing else. So it's basically not even entering. Okay, so it's basically not even entering here. Is adding the element at the end, but is not deleting anything. This remove item is never executed, right? This remove item is never executed. No, it's never executed. So it means that this for loop doesn't work, basically. So this last index, that is father plus 1. So father plus 1 is 6, okay? And we do 6 minus... ah, fuck. It's the opposite. Okay. That's why. This should be the opposite. Got it? Got it? Small mistakes. Small mistakes here and there. But at the end, remember that we will win. At the end, we will win. Nothing will stop us, boys. Nothing will stop us. Nothing. Okay. Yeah, the problem is that testing in game takes a lot of time. Ah, better. Fuck, he put it under the wrong one though. Fuck. Why? Why? Okay, he put it under West Idla instead of putting under Gog. I don't know why, but at least he put it in the middle, so it means that the deletion somehow worked. Let me see. Removed item, Idla and Raurim. So it seems that for some reason he removed Idla and Raurim. Why? Why only 2? Why only 2? Why? I don't understand. Why only 2, boys? So, father found is 5, okay? We say 5 plus 1 equal 6. This is the first mistake. That yes, I have to use 6 when I'm comparing with length, but I don't have to use 6 when I'm comparing with length minus 1. So in reality I need to so I don't have to get 6. I need to keep 5, no? Five. Let's say that I keep 5. So instead of doing that, I do this. So I keep 5, okay? And then I take the length of my array. Let's say the length of my array is 9, for example. So I take 9. And I say 9 minus 1, because I want it to be 0 based. Because I want it to be 0 based, and so it will become an 8. It will become an 8, and then I remove from 8, I remove 5, right? So the result is 4, and so this means that I have to go through then I take this, I take 9, which is 0 based, yes. And I say 9 minus 0 up to 9 minus 4, and 9 minus 4 is 5, and so should get, yeah, I think it's correct like this. I think like this is correct. Let me print out what is this value, okay? Because, but I don't know why we skip 2. In reality, we should have skipped 1. I don't know. We will print out this index so we know what we are removing, okay? We will know what we are removing. Well, in theory we know it here because, but anyway. Because we print it there as well. But basically we need to remove 4 items, but I think now I moved only of 1, so it's impossible that it works now. Because I moved only of 1 element, no? While we, so now we will be probably a child of Delver. Filer +1. There is some flaw in the logic. There is some flaw in my logic here. Pretty much. This logic is a bit of a mess, huh? But we just want Goog to go under Goog. That's what we want. We want Goog under Goog. What the fuck? So what is the original? So what is the original list? 1 second. What is the original list? The original list is. I had the original list in a file, no? No. The original list is. The original list is this. So Goog, Delver, Raurim, West, Idla, Ojaveda, right? Goog, Delver. So what we get. No, everything has been reordered in a weird way. Because we have Delver, West. No, everything is reordered in an impossible way. I don't understand why. All these items are reordered for whatever reason. What the fuck? All these items are reordered. Are we sending them in the right sequence? Yeah, I think we are, because if we are not sending in the right sequence, then we have another problem. But we can see it here, right? Because here we see Bronze Door, Aralot, Amnedair, Olmsted, Bronze Door, Aralot, Amnedair. For example, the Emerald Lake is missing. Because I don't have it in my. Okay. Homestead, Goog, Delver, Raurim, West Idla, and Ojaveda I don't have it. Okay. So the sequence is sent properly the first time. This sequence is correct. Then we receive this guy. We find the father properly. And then we go 975. Huh? What? You crazy? 975. Yes. Okay, wait a second. 9. This should always be -1, boys. Here we should be always -1, not minus index. Here we just need a number of elements to scan, whatever they are. And here we just go -1. So we would go 9, 8, whatever, right? I don't know why we only do 3 rounds though. So if this is really position 5, wait a second, because now I'm getting more and more confused. If this is really position 5, so the one that we are missing Emerald Lake, and we are missing Ojaveda, okay? So this is our initial list, right? Plus, we have the main map at the beginning, right? So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. In fact, GOG is identified as 5. When we go in and we delete, we should delete 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So this is position 9, right? So actually the code understands that it needs to delete from 9. And it's actually, so it's starting to delete from 9. The problem is that it's deleting only 3 of them and not 4. Which is what I don't understand. Why is it only doing 3 cycles and not 4 cycles? Why is it doing only 3 cycles? Because it's taking 5, it's taking 9 minus 1, it's taking 9 minus 1, which is 8, and 8 minus 5 is 3. Yeah, that's why it's doing only 3 cycles. So why the logic is wrong? Because I'm comparing a 0 based, so I need to compare a non-zero based. I need to say 9, no, but 9 is number of elements, and 5, because I have the main map. I think because I have the main map that is added anyway. No, because I get the... No. The main map is in this list. The main map is in this list. So the total sides... Exactly. Total size is 10. Exactly. And so it's starting from element number 9. Which is correct. It's starting from element number 9. So this is okay. This is okay. It's starting from element number 9. The problem is this division. Is this the subtraction? Because we need to go from 9 to 5. And so... But we are starting from 0. This was my assumption, right? So if I say 3, it will scan 4 elements, right? It will scan 4 elements if I say 3. So 9, so actually 9 minus 5, that is 3, sorry, that is 4. 9, because the length is 10, so we do 9 minus 5, which is 4. No, actually here we scan 5 elements then. That is a problem though, huh? No, we need to do 9 minus 6. 9 minus the plus 1, because I'm starting from 0. So the end point is that I want this thing to run 4 times. Okay, we had let's go step by step because I'm messing up. We had the wrong thing, and now at least with that fix with that fix, we will go 9, 8, 7, 6. Now the problem is that I think we will not arrive to 5. I want to understand how many times we are cycling. Okay, that is a typical example when something simple is actually not that simple. Okay, so eight, 7. 8, 7. Bro, what do you mean 8, 7? How is it possible that 9 minus 5 only runs 2 times? I don't get it. So at the moment we are scanning from 0, right? From 0 to whatever is this number. Okay. I want to understand what is that number. I'm getting annoyed by spending time on such a stupid calculation. Getting annoyed by that. So at the moment I'm doing length of the array minus 1, which is the length of the array is 10, minus 1 is 9, right? And then I'm getting 5 plus 1, which is 6, right? 9 minus 6 is 3, so you should run 3 times. Why is it running 2 times, right? No, actually it should run 4 times because we are starting from 0. So, ow. Exactly. Scan from 0 to 3. Look at this. Is correct. Scan from 0 to 3. So if we are scanning from 0 to 3 is 4 cycles, right? So why then we go 8, 7 and then we stop? So the error is after that. So now this logic is correct. The error is after this. The error is after this because... But it's impossible because this print... Why? This print should print. What? This loop is... This loop is from 0 to 3, okay? This loop is from 0 to 3. And so it runs 4 times. And I have a print that is printing the number of the index. Well, it's not printing the number of the index, it's printing the yes, the number of the index -1. Okay, so this print is not running 4 times, it's running 2 times. Why? No, please save me from this. Look, scan from 0 to 3. And then it's saying 8, 7. And it's not doing the 6 and the 5 unless it's doing it later. But I don't think so because it's single thread. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? And so now, considering it's running only 2 times, yes, then instead of 4, Granted City is 2 up instead of being 4 up. That is exactly the reason. That is exactly the reason. So why the for loop is not working? Why the for loop is not working? I don't know. I'm without words. Ah, wait. Ah, fuck. I think I know. I think I know. It's because this length is changing. Fuck. Okay. Good. Okay, we understood why. Okay, life is back to normal. Life is back to normal. Okay. So we need basically this number. We need to set it, right? Because if we don't set it, this number will change. So this number to scan needs to be set into whatever, into a temp element, right? And then this temp element should be used, you know, as last index. No. Wait, delete that. This one is the one that we need to set. So, which is the total number of elements. Yes, exactly. This one needs to be set so that instead of doing this, I'm then using my temp element here. And I'm running from that because this number otherwise is getting changed because this is getting re-executed, right? If I connect it there. Yes. That is exactly why. Okay, so now we will run. Now we run 4 times. It was my mistake of connecting because I connected the length and I said, length is going to be fixed, right? But no, because I'm removing from the same array. So actually length is going down at every cycle. And so we remove 2 things and... Okay. Noob programmer. Very noob programmer. Very noob. Very noob. Anyway, in C++ that would not be that would not happen. In C++ that would not happen because I was just setting a variable, while here I'm just connecting visually a line, and the fact that that line gets recalculated at every cycle is not that evident, right? It's not that evident. What? 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 Ah, yes. Ah, yes. Because now, being a fixed number, because now is a fixed number, so now we need to remove really the index to go to the right element. Yeah. But yeah, so there were actually two problems. The first problem was that that number was not a fixed number, so it would continue to change as soon as I was removing elements. And the second was that I was not decreasing. Anyway. Jesus. Bro, you have the same problem also with this? Nah, I cannot believe it. You have the problem here as well with this, because this is also getting recalculated all the time. Unbelievable, bro. Fucking unbelievable. Fucking unbelievable. So basically what he's doing for each of these lines, even if he's inside the for loop, the for loop is recalculating the last the last index every time, because this was connected to this parts, and so also it was affected by the length. It is absolutely ridiculous, but it's what it is. It's what it is. So you basically cannot connect anything there because it's getting recalculated all the time. Which on one side makes sense, because you know you are actually not creating a variable. You are just connecting previous values, but you would expect that the for loop would keep those static, right? But it's not. It's not. We spent basically 1 hour and a half, I think, around this problem, but anyway, there was no other way out, I guess. I assume. Thank God, now is correct. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, it's correct now. Okay, let's try a few other examples just to be sure that it's really correct, because let me see the sequence. Delver Raurim, West Island. Delver Raurim. Okay. So the sequence. So this kind of calculation is done every time we receive a sub map that actually should be inside a fodder. So I would say that if we will have something like 100 maps, you know, 100 sub maps, these maps can be, I mean, one way could be, I mean, one trick one trick would be to send... One trick would be to organize in the database so that this map is just after this record. So if they are already organized in a sequence in the database, will be so much easier client side, right? But I think we cannot guarantee that because tomorrow we add a new map and we will just add it at the bottom. Okay. Let me see if we add another map. For example, we add below Idla. I want to have this Idla East, okay? Maybe let's add two. Let's add Idla East and Idla Plaza. And so this one should also be a child of 10. And I should have 21 and 60 in my knowledge. I should have 21 and 60 in my knowledge. Okay. 21 and 60. So if I can just disconnect the client and reconnect. So now I should have two more maps below the last element. And the reordering in theory should not mess up with anything, right? In theory. Okay, so Goog is correct. Idla East is correct. But Ida Plaza is not. As you can see, Ida Plaza went below bronze doors. I don't know for whatever freaking reason. I don't know for whatever freaking reason. But we can... So the first one that we receive is Idla East, right? Idla East is saying found father 9, and so it's just adding it at the end. Yes, perfect. It's just adding it at the end. You're just adding it at the end. So Idla East is perfect. But then Idla Plaza arrives, and is really saying that the father is bronze doors. How can the father, maybe I did a mistake here in the database. How can the father be bronze doors? Bronze doors is ID 1. What? It's impossible. What? Idla Plaza as main map number 10. And number 10 is this one. Unless I am comparing something different, but... so he's finding the father as number 1. What I'm comparing the codex ID. I'm comparing the codex ID of what? The codex ID of the current element. Yes, exactly. the codex ID of the current element, which for bronze doors should be 1, right? Should be 1. And I'm comparing it with the map ID, yes, with the map ID of the content, exactly. Which is 10, so how can 1 be equal to 10? It's impossible. How can 1 be equal to 10? I don't understand. What the fuck? Here we are not in the same situation of deleting items, right? So it cannot screw up, in theory cannot screw up the sequence because we are not deleting anything, right? So but basically it's saying that, so compare, so we are comparing the codex ID with the codex ID with whatever this guy. How can it be 1? And then I'm taking the index. Unless the codex ID is a wrong value for whatever reason, but seems to be very strange. Also, he worked with Goog, so he worked with the other case, right? So I was pretty convinced that it would work for everything then, but seems not. So I work for Goog, and Goog is kind of a number 6, and we have the sub map to, you see, number 6. So I don't get why, if this is mapped to number 10, it's kind of a mystery, huh? Or is the reorganization that is not, I mean, the second time they reorganize all the items, that is maybe messing up with now is correct. What? Now is correct. Uh-oh. That's interesting. Now is correct. But here he was found, you see, found father 1, name bronze doors, when we received Idla Plaza. Now let me refresh it. And in this case, it found father 9. But wait a second though, wait a second. Because in this case... but it worked properly. It worked properly. It worked properly. So why it worked properly now? Just because I added the print. I don't understand. I mean, I added a print in between and it worked. What the fuck? You crazy? I mean, without a print is like this, right? This is concerning. I mean, if he works only when he wants, if he works randomly, that is a bit concerning. But you have seen it, right? You have seen there was under bronze doors and said father equal to 1. I'm a bit scared about that result because I'm kind of scared about that result. Like if the previous cycle... Oh my god, I'm scared about what I'm thinking. I'm scared about what I'm thinking. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that this function is... because this is a function. So a function is waiting the completion of the function to return, right? But whatever is calling this is an event. And there is a test I want to do because I have this dubbed in my mind now, and I want to verify it. I mean, now it seems to be working, but the fact that it didn't work that single time scares me like hell. So let me do a test, okay? And we will do a test in our UI test, and basically it's a concurrency test. So I want to call 2 events, right, doing something, and see if I think that the second event will not wait the first event to finish. So if you are relying on... oh my god, but this is a major problem everywhere if this is the case. If this is the case, this is a major problem everywhere. Holy shit. I think it is. Okay, let me do something, huh? So when we press H, right? When we press H, we will do this. We will call a new function, a new method, a new event that is called test concurrency 1. And this test concurrency 1 will have a delay. I know that delay may fuck up things, but we'll have a delay of 2 seconds, of 0.2 seconds, right? And here we will have let me maybe put a variable. There will be concur int. Will be concur int, right? And concurrent will be 0. Now, but we said that the whole engine is one thread, so it cannot happen, right? It cannot happen. It cannot. If it's one thread, it cannot happen, right? So I would say I think it cannot happen. I don't know why we got a bad result. No, but I need to do this test, or I will not sleep Or I will not sleep anymore. Or I will not sleep anymore. Okay. So what do you think will be the value? What do you think will be the value of concar int after this? Do you think it will be 7, 5 or 8? No idea. Eight. Oh my god, no. No, please, no. Not 8. Not 8. No, please. Not 8. Oh my god. What? He doesn't do it because he loops. I mean, he understands that he got stuck. Infinite loop. Well, infinite loop is not infinite. I gave it this number as total. Okay, let's do a loop of 2 millions. Maybe a loop of 2 millions is a bit better. Infinite loop. Bro, it's not infinite, it's 2 million elements, okay? I mean, it's not a lot, it's 2 million. Okay, can you do 200,000? I mean, I'm not asking. Can you do 200,000? No, you cannot. Okay, you cannot, GG. You cannot. You cannot do a for loop for 200,000. Okay. Do it for 20,000. Can you do 20,000? It did it. The number is 8. Oh my god. Oh my god. I am so sad. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, no, no. Do you realize what this means? You don't realize what this means, eh? You don't realize what this thing means. Obviously, here it will work properly. I mean, wait a second, because now... Because in reality, 8 may be fine. I mean, it was not fine with the delay, obviously. Because means that this was never getting executed, but... uh, uh, wait a second. What? I mean, with the delay was obviously wrong because the delay was not waiting, right? Can I put the printout? Can I put the printout? I'm trying to prove a point, but I don't know if I'm doing it right. I'm trying to prove a point, but I don't think I'm doing it the way... I don't think I'm doing it right. I don't think I'm doing it the proper way. I don't think I'm doing... Oh, fuck. Test 1, 20,000. Correct. Test 2, 8. Okay, so no, it is working except when you have a delay. Because probably when you have a delay, it's automatically creating a timer and is going back to the piece of code later on, right? But if you don't have a timer, even if you have a loop that is obviously executing, so this loop is taking time and this loop is taking time, not a lot, but anyway, it's taking a bit of time. So this, even if this is an event, this event is not moving forward, right? Until this is finished. So I can even debug it, I guess. So I think that the only problem is with delay. Yeah, the problem is that it's nearly instant, you know. But this proves the point, that even in an event is working fine. I mean, it's not proving the point. I mean, my fear was just a fear, but it's not real. My fear was not real. Luckily, my fear was not real. My fear was that those being events, they would have been executed in parallel, right? Because they are not functions. And so they can be called asynchronously. But actually, it seems not. Because we get the proper 1, 2, 3 sequence. Even if in theory calling this 2 is super quick, and so it could go to the print at the end. Right? But it's not. It's really fully executing these two things, and then so okay. So only with the delay. With the delay is a real mess. So if you really have a delay or you have any timelines, you know, here, then, and you have functions that are relying on the result of the previous, then you are really fucked. But it's only that case. It's only that single case. So I would say that we are good. The only question then is why one time we got the wrong value. We got the map in the wrong spot. That was very strange. I didn't change anything. I just added the printout, and at least I can watch the VOD. I can watch the recording, but I don't think I did anything crazy. I think I just added this printout. These two numbers I didn't move, right? And this branch I didn't move, so I only had this printout connected, and the result was that we have seen Bronze Doors was the father of the other guy, and that's a complete mystery to me. Hello, Mabus. Hey, how are you? Will you stream soon? I'm going off in about 5 minutes, so I can raid you if you want. Irritated. Now is okay. Now is okay. So it has the two maps in the right place, right? Okay, let's do a few more tests just to be sure, right? But I think it seems to be fine. I don't understand why we got a Bronze Door 1. Okay, let's try to put, I don't know, this Idla East. Let's put it under another. Let's put it under I don't know, number 2, this guy. Okay, so I'm just changing it, and this is a child of number 2 now, which is obviously not correct, but it's just for testing the data. And so we want to see Idla East under Aralot. Okay. What the fuck? Wait. Wait, my mistake. I think because the position is actually cached server side. So you see that now it's still here. Even if I restarted my client, the reason is that position is cached server side. So if we start the server when the database, with a certain database, at least for the maps, that we stay that way. Right, so I need to restart also the server. So maybe what happened before is that I changed one map. I started the server and then I only relogged the client And I said, what the hell, why it didn't move? And probably that was the reason. And it seems that Hula is very interested in a customizable kitchen knife and a customizable garden tool. Okay, yes, it's correct now, you say? It's correct. Okay, so we did this. Now, at the moment, I'm considering this done. Okay, so basically what we did, it took more than expected. It should have taken like at least 1 hour less or 1 hour and a half less. But anyway, so we have this structure, right? When we can always return to the main map in theory. And then we have sub maps, which are the tokens. So these are the these tokens, right, on the main map. Obviously the graphics will have to be redone. And then we have the sub maps of the tokens. So like the Grunted City, okay? Now we need to decide what will happen when you click on those things. In my point of view, when you click on the main map, you should just visualize the main map and put it like in the middle, right? Reset the position to middle. I think it's okay. When you click on a sub token, I think it would be very nice if it could just go in the position where you see the sub token. Now the best would be if you could highlight it as well. If you could have like a small light or a small effect around it, you know. But I don't know exactly how to do it. But anyway, it would be nice to have a small effect around this to say, hey, this is that tile, right? And then when you click on this is the trick now. When you click on the sub map, right? When you click on the sub map, you should open up a new window or whatever. You can substitute this one or overlap on this one and show you the sub map. And that would be the moment where you will have here at the bottom the filter by NPC that we don't have yet at the moment, right? But we will have in the future. Okay, boys? I think I'm gonna go. The garden cutting grass simulator. Yeah, that was nice, huh? That was very nice. I think I'm going, boys. I don't know if is anyone online just to do a small raid. We can check, but at this time of the day, no one is online. GG. Yeah, on Sunday. During summer, probably it's only me. So, we're gonna go, but it's fine. We made some progress. I will continue tonight, but I will not stream. So we'll see each other tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow evening. Tomorrow evening, around 9:30 my time. I need to start thinking about this. I mean, about the release and if we can do the release or not. Right? Bye bye. Bye bye. Hi, my bye bye animation got stopped by the idle animation. Okay. Goodbye, boys. It's time to go. But we made some progress. I would say today we've been a bit slow. I'm sorry to say, but we have been a bit slow, but it's fine. If you want to click on follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube, will be nice. Also, if you want to be the 60 Patreon and make us reach our goal, you can go to patreon.com/planeshift and 57. No, I think we are 59 now. Yeah, we are 59. And you can become the 60th Patreon and make us reach our goal. Why not? Goodbye.